Welcome to Bleachers To Speakers. I'm your host, June, and today, first, let me stop. Let me stop right there and want to say congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines. Foster, I know you don't want to hear that. Foster's a Sparty, but congratulations to the Michigan Wolverine football team for winning the national championship last night in Houston. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh. Shout out to all of Team 144. Foster, I know that was hard for you to bear, but I'm sure you watched the game low key.
I did. High key. I watched.
This is the segment where Foster is going to do his featured player of the week. You see for those that are watching, you see the picture, but for our listeners, Foster is going to explain to you who he's talking about, and I'll just step out the way. Take it away there, Foster.
All right. The feature player for this week is Jalen Reeves-Maybin, a.k.a. Germ. He was drafted in the 4th round by the Detroit Lions out of Tennessee. And he finished with a pretty productive college career. He finished with 240 tackles, 8 sacks, and 1 interception. And that's with him missing most of his senior year. He injured his shoulder in his senior year, so he missed most of the year. The concerns coming out of college for him were his smaller frame. He has narrow shoulders. He's only 6 feet tall, so they figured that he had kind of maxed out size-wise. But overall, they did think that he had the potential to be a three down linebacker at the next level. He did not perform at the combine due to his injury, but he did do the measurements, and then he did a full workout at his pro day at Tennessee. The projections were anywhere around the 5th, 6th round, so he kind of went earlier than people would have expected. And early on in his career, he was mostly a special teams guy. It wasn't until 2021 where he actually got an opportunity to play on the defensive side of the ball, and he finished with 82 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and 2 forced fumbles. This breakout season is what he ended up signing with the Houston Texans in 2022, where he once again wasn't able to break the lineup and play defense. He was mostly special teams. So he was cut at the beginning of 2023. After that, he returned to Detroit, where he was eventually given the captain role on special teams. As you know, those that are watching visually, he has the captain C on his chest. And his breakout game of this year was in Week 14 against the New Orleans Saints, where he helped cover for Alex Anzalone. In that game, he had 2 tackles on special teams, 2 tackles on defense. He had a pass deflection defending Alvin Kamara, and he had a hit on the quarterback that was Derek Carr. So that was a breakout week for him, and he was ultimately given a Special Teams of the Week award. So big week for him. And as far as his year as a whole, mostly on special teams, but he was rewarded with his first ever Pro Bowl selection as the sole representative on special teams. As far as his other special teams accomplishments, he actually converted a couple first downs on fake punts, one running the ball. And that was week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs, which was a nice momentum shift where the Lions kind of needed a pick-me-up. And he also converted one passing to Khalil Dorsey in the Dallas Cowboys game. So he's made some exceptional plays that you're not normally used to seeing in a game on special teams, and that was enough to get him a Pro Bowl selection. He's played spotty roles at the linebacker role, but for the most part, he's done his thing on special teams. But he's been serviceable, filling in for guys as need be as well. He was with Dan Campbell his first year when Dan Campbell first got here, and he was able to get him back for this year. And he's been very important on special teams and defense. But yeah, he's special teams captain, first Pro Bowl selection of his career, and just an overall solid year for him. So that's Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Let's give him a good old Lions roar. There's not a lot of glory in special teams, but it's very, very necessary. And if you have a great special teams unit and a great leader, it goes a long way. So shout out to Jalen for his perseverance. People get cut all the time and throw in the towel, but made his way back to Detroit and he's making some plays. So shout out to him. Foster, once again, I thank you for this segment. It has been really dope. Once again, I appreciate you. You've done your homework as usual. You got straight A's in school, didn't you?
I wish. I wish.
Check us out on Motor City Metrics. That's the YouTube. You can also check us out on Bleachers To Speakers. That's the new YouTube channel. Subscribe to us. Please subscribe to us. Check us out on all streaming podcast platforms. I'm just messing this up. That's Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the good stuff. Just check us out, download the episodes, and we'll continue to rock with y'all. Thank you.